I'm sexually attracted to my students. And here's why it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to be brave with this one. I teach 14 to 18-year-olds, and I'd be lying if I were to say I don't find any of them attractive. I'm 24 myself, and as the young teacher, I get a lot of flirtatious behavior from a fair number of the students. Although, let me clarify that 16 here is legal, though not, of course, with your own student. And it's only the 16 plus to whom this applies. Though, again, honestly, there are mature 15-year-olds who do look older. The truth is, biologically at that age, it just makes complete sense to be attractive. As you say, they're in prime breeding age. What I will say, though, is that there's a huge difference between finding someone attractive and being tempted by them. There is something about the teacher-student dynamic which I think thoroughly undermines the physical attraction at play. The position of trust you're placed in, at least for me, creates a big mental block. The only somewhat similar situation I could imagine is with a stepdaughter-son, where there's the potential for, and occasional case of, physical attraction, but where, except for specific individuals, the relationship dynamic plays out very differently. It's nice to know you're desired, and I think it's a much more sexually charged situation than people are willing to admit, but I truly think that the majority of this is on the side of the student. Any purely physical or emotional attraction very quickly subsides into a much more paternal or elder sibling affection DR. Honestly, yes, but it's kept in check by an instinctive mental block and undermined by a relationship dynamic based on trust. Second story, as a teaching assistant, I found several of my students physically attractive. Of course, they were 18 to 19, and that kind of ruined everything else. I do know of a fellow grad student who did end up marrying one of his students, though they waited to start dating until after the class was over. But considering the age difference between students and TAs is often less than 7 years at the most, not really that odd to find out. Now, one of the extremely attractive female TAs did get asked out by one of her freshman students. She declined by laughing at him, so I am sure that was an awkward semester for him. Third story, I've never been attracted to a student, not even a little bit. Neither post-secondary or secondary, but I can tell you the most uncomfortable, I can't believe we are doing this, that I ever felt. The first pep rally. We spend a whole month going through the handbook about what guys and girls can and cannot wear, and what kinds of behavior is permissible. Absolutely, positively nothing even hinting at anything sexual. If you haven't seen a high school handbook in a while, it's practically a Puritan's handbook on how to kill all joy in the world of young adults. Especially anything that even hints the teeniest little bit about sex. And then there's that damn pep rally. Fuck the dress code, screw the puritanical state, hide the lawyers. The whole point is for girls to flash everything while the football guys get front row seats. For one thing, the uniform is nowhere near dress code compliant. It's quite a bit more graphic than when I was in school. You've still got your leg kicks and twirls to flash panties, which violates no less than 1 million handbook codes. But then there's the whole dance routine. I'm not saying as an undergrad I ever went to a strip club to see what it was about, but I can say I've developed some theories on what the cheerleader directors might have been doing in school. I have these girls in math. Some of them had to leave early to change. This is what the school and community are sanctioning instead of equations. The junior high girls have been running around in this since lunch. Junior high, that's 12 to 13 years old. Hell, one pep rally was completely in the dark. So yeah, it's not directly related to your question, but in the puritanical universe of public schools, I was totally unprepared for the outright sexual energy displayed at a pep rally. If you like to watch more videos, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell.